and my breathing became labored. These symptoms were my clue that an allergic reaction had happened and that it was time to change channels. I had tried, but once again, culture had eluded me. I guess I don't understand opera, which is a shortcoming on my part, and no reflection on you if you do. Enjoy opera with my blessing, if it is your cup of tea. But for me, an opera falls into the category of one of those things that is supposed to be good for you, no matter how much it hurts. Like getting shots or exercising. It is sort of like when great-great-great-grandma Atkins lined up all the kids twice per year to give them their medicine. In the spring, everyone would get their noses pinched, and then a good slug of castor oil mixed with vinegar was poured down their throats. Then, come the fall, she dosed them all again with sugar dissolved in kerosene. Grandma started out with 13 kids. But she was down to just 3. When the great kerosene shortage of 1908 spared my direct forebear. But according to the wisdom of the day, she thought what she was doing was good for them. Anyway, those of you out there who are mercifully unaware of the genre, opera is an art form that combines singing, symphonic music, and acting. It's not to be confused with opry, which is a decidedly more country flavor and features cowboy hats. Nor should it be mistaken for yodeling, which it sometimes sounds like when the operatic types go for those extra high notes. It was invented in Europe during the dark days before radio, television, and movies were available. Back when public entertaining generally consisted of viewing beatings, beheadings, hangings, and the ever-popular burnings at the stake. Thus, the bar for entertainment wasn't set that high. And compared to the alternatives, opera wasn't a bad idea. Historic European person number 1. What do you want to do tonight? Historic European person number 2. I guess we can bet on who gets the plague next. Historic European person number 1. Nah, we did that last week. Historic European person number 2. Well, we could sit home in the dark and eat beef tallow. Historic European person number 1. Beef tallow gives me gas. Historic European person number 2. Hey, you want to go to the opera? Historic European person number 1. Bingo. I'll go get my tie. The odd thing about opera is that I like all 3 of its separate components: singing, orchestral arrangements, and acting. But when you combine them, I like them much, much less. It's kind of like lasagna, beef stew, and raisinets. Each one of them is a favorite of mine. But if you stir them all together in a big pot, before making me put on a suit and pay you $100 to eat them, the sum of the whole becomes less than the sum of the parts. This phenomenon is actually an impossibility in the world of physics, which just goes to show what can happen when you go to the opera. The worst opera ever written was a 15-hour-long epic known as During de Nibelungen, and if I got that wrong, I apologize, by Richard Wagner. I got that right. Richard Wagner was a 19th century German composer who, by all accounts, was not good company. His biography says that he was hounded by debts his entire life, which to me may be a hint that they weren't exactly lining up to listen to operas back then either. He is known for his, quote, contrapuntal textures, chromaticism, and leitmotifs. And all I have to say about that is that I bet a good dose of sugar dissolved in kerosene would have helped clear every bit of it up. The title of his mega opera loosely translates into Holy Cow, Helga, the boy has been into the absinthe again. Actually, it was 4 operas, joined together by a common theme of Teutonic mythology. Now there was a great idea. Someone should have told Richard that with operas and volcanoes, more is not better. It took him 26 years to write the thing, and it has been called his most ambitious work. Notice I didn't say best. I said ambitious. The Titanic was ambitious too, right up until the moment she slipped between the waves. I used to spend a lot of time out on the road, and I once watched During de Nibelungen over 5 successive nights while staying in a bad motel in Lufkin, Texas, named Ed's Beds. Late on the 5th night, Ed's son, Little Ed, found me wandering in a fugue state out in the parking lot. It seemed that I had absorbed more culture than one human could bear. I actually had culture poisoning, which can be fatal when left untreated. And it may have gone bad for me, but for the intervention of Little Ed. He calmed me down, and we went back into the lobby for some Eskimo pies and one of Clint Eastwood's most insightful and meaningful movies, Dirty Harry. If I ever write an opera, I'm going to name it after Little Ed. I'll call it Der Motel des Little Ed. It may someday be considered my most ambitious work.